Hello, if you're watching me on YouTube. If you want to participate in this flash sale, you need to scan that QR code on the top right hand corner of your screen, or just go to the video description and click the Whatnot link, sign up. You'll get $15 on Whatnot. This is a 5-minute flash sale, and then we're going to go off the air. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. But please come over and join the show on Whatnot. Hello, Giannis. For those of you who were here earlier, I just finished a prior show. It went for over 2.5 hours, I believe. But I decided to do a pop-up, just the baseball cards. Everything else is still in the shop, but I'm just going to feature the baseball cards, and then I'm going to call it a night. Already did my shipping from the last show. There's 8 packs left. Let's just get these moving. Maybe everybody already went to bed because it's 3 hours ahead on the East Coast, and it's almost 10 o'clock here in California. I should probably do this last show tomorrow. I think everybody's in bed, and that's where I need to be. My neck is killing me from the last show, so my back too. Yeah, something's weird here because there's not one person that's come in on Whatnot, and I had tons of people on my show just a little while ago. I started an earlier show, and there was lots of people coming in. Maybe a baseball card pop-up is not what the people want to see. We will see. Yeah, there's only 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the flash, and we don't even have any viewers in here on the Whatnot side. Maybe I should have just reused my old titles. But I've already done my show for the night. This is just a pop-up on the baseball cards. I mean, I'm not going to object if somebody else wants to buy something else, but I've already done my packing and everything's ready to go, and we'll just see. Hey, Kaylin, I saw you earlier tonight. Yeah, I just decided to do a last-minute comeback. I did all my shipping from the last show. Decided to do a pop-up on the baseball cards. I didn't see anybody come in, so I thought, is this working? There's like a lot of people came in on the YouTube end, but nobody came in. Oh, thank you for the purchase. Appreciate you. I'll throw in a little something extra for you, since I think that was your first purchase. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll just pick a random. There's 8 packs here on the table. I actually bought these from Matthew Marr. You can look him up. He's on Whatnot here from Michigan. He does, I think, mostly jewelry shows, but he has a big warehouse, and he had, I think he got these out of a locker or something, and I bought a couple of them. And then I won some of his giveies during the show, and he sent me like 13 packs. And I'm a huge baseball fan, so I would love to like rip these open, but I'm not. They're all sealed. Let me start it one more time. I bought a plastic baggie full of cards once at a random garage sale in Studio City. That's my old location. I'm next door to there now, and my business is still there. But like, I thought I've just wasted $10, and I drove down the hill, and I thought I don't know if I even want to look in this pack right now because I didn't have the money to lose, and I opened it up, and there was a Mike Trout rookie card, and then I was just like, oh my god! And I put it on another platform, and it went to Canada. It was either 200 or 300. I'd have to look it up, but on a $10 pack. And it wasn't even graded, but it was in fantastic condition. I can just imagine that kid coming home from school and finding out his mother sold his baseball cards at a garage sale. And there went his Mike Trout rookie card. And I had no idea that was in the pack. I just grabbed the pack, and the lady that owned those cards, she wasn't even there. Her friend was there going, let me call her, see how much she wants. Oh, she wants $10, and she's not willing to negotiate. So I just handed them a $10 bill and got my car, drove down the hill, and thought, you know what? I bet I just got taken. And there was even some kids' baseball cards in there, like pictures from their little league. And I'm like, what are these? I bet. My mom actually had baseball cards when she was a kid, and then when her father passed away and we went to the house, I was only 7 years old, and all those cards were gone. And she, to this, to the day she died, that was very upsetting for her. She didn't know what happened to her baseball cards. Oh yeah, I wish my mom had had hers, so then I'd have them. Yeah, I'm a huge baseball person. I would love to open these up, and I don't even know how many cards are in each pack. I'll just pick like one of them that feels like the heaviest, because it looks like maybe there's 15, 20 cards at least in each pack. I mean, I'm just guessing, and I think from the top card on all these packs, I'm guessing they're 80s to 90s, because I recognize a lot of these players from my childhood. So, but I don't know, because he just grabbed a whole bunch of cards and stuck them in these bags. And I don't know what else is in these bags. Like, I mean, I'm sure it's all baseball cards. If it's not, like, let me know, and I would, make sure you get a refund. Like, oh my god, it's kind of scary, because you don't know like what's in these packs. Let me know what you find. Let me know if you get rich. Oh gosh. Well, now we have 7 left. Thank you so much. I started with 13. I sold one tonight, and I sold 4 and another show to one guy. And I sent those like a week and a half ago, and they're still like sitting in like a post office somewhere in Kansas waiting to forward. Apparently the mail's kind of screwed up right now. No, that would be great. I need it. No, I worked my whole life, and then I got breast cancer back in 2019, 2020, and I've had a lot of really horrific side effects from the treatment. So I'm not able to work much anymore. So this is just like a little bit on the side for me with my jewelry. And I have all that in the shop tonight, but I already did the show earlier, so and I already did the shipping. I was getting ready to go to bed, and my cat was getting into trouble with the bunny, so I have them separated right now. And it's so quiet. I live in the middle of a big city, and it's almost like earthquake. They call it earthquake weather when it's just still like this. It's just like super, super still. And I'm getting paranoid, like, oh gosh, it's too still. It's too quiet. I don't know how I've made it. I think I'm a cat with 9 lives, and I have to have another uh, side effect procedure soon. Like, could be this month or next month. And it's urgent. Like, I've got to have a procedure, and I just want it to be done. I've had so many hospitalizations and surgeries and procedures, and it's a full time job. It's never over. Even when you survive, it's never over. Well, unless you catch it like super early, then I guess you can go back to a regular life after your treatment. But I appreciate you purchasing a random baseball card pack tonight. If you were here for the jewelry earlier, I still have the jewelry. And I still have somebody bought another gold bar tonight. I have 2 gold bars left. And somebody bought one of the opals tonight too, so I think there's only 3 opals left. I think I started with like 10. And I'm keeping one for myself, so I think I've sold like 6. Just random, just random shit. Excuse my language. It's late at night. We're unfiltered here at this time of night. And you're the one in California, right? Was that you that came in earlier and said you were in California? In LA County? Or was that somebody else? Oh, yeah. Okay, now I remember. Thank you. I'm sorry if I'm offending. Yeah, I had a buyer in Georgia tonight, a new one, and a buyer in Illinois. That was a new one. Bought one of the baseball card packs. And a regular buyer in Alabama. And everything's going out. Everything's already packed, labeled, little thank you stickers, and the little. I gave a few people some stickers and some candy. First time buyer, so I just stuck a few extra things in the package. I would love to I ordered some chocolate bars from a Whatnotter the other night, and they're like little Count Draculas, and they're so cute, but I don't know if I could send those because I don't want them to melt. Like, it's 83 degrees here today. It would probably melt. But I don't have them yet. They're probably in the holiday mail somewhere. There's probably some sellers leftover Halloween candy. They're little Kit Kat bars, and they're in the shape of Count Dracula. And I thought those were so cute. And they came up on somebody's Whatnot the other night, and I was like, they had like the little Reese's pumpkins, which are to die for good, and then they had Count Dracula Kit Kat bars. And I bought the whole bag. And I can't eat much sugar at my age, so those might be a hit on Whatnot. Like, does anybody want a Count Dracula bar? Have you had them? I mean, I've had a Kit Kat, like a regular Kit Kat, but I've never had the Count Dracula Kit Kats. Oh, are they good? Well, I have some coming. I don't even know where they're coming from because I ordered some socks from somebody on Whatnot. Those came today. I ordered the Kit Kat bars. And then today I did a little shopping on another app. I bought some vintage t-shirts, but for myself because I'm running out of clothes. I've also got the Mexican candy still, but it came with some really good gum. And I had one piece of gum, and then I had one other piece. I can't remember what it was, and it had nothing to do with the candy. But right after I ate that, I had a problem with my heart, and then I had to go to the hospital. And so now I'm scared of the candy, even though there's nothing wrong with it. It's sealed. It's like, even if somebody sends me like homemade stuff, I just throw that out. Like, no, because I don't know what somebody could have put in it. So I will only like eat or send stuff out that's factory sealed. Oh, thank you for the tip. I missed it. I was looking at something else in my house. I didn't see that. Thank you. No need to do that. Thank you so much. I wish I had if I had the Kit Kat bars, if I had them, I would go ahead and put them in your pack and try to put them in a bag so they don't get too hot. So I don't want them to leak on your baseball cards. But the baseball cards, they're sealed. They're in these black Mylar packs. I use these for jewelry too, but these are not my packs. These are the packs that came from Matthew Marr. And it seems that his name is Matthew Marr, and then there's like some numbers after his name. I'd have to look to see who he was. He comes on like all the time doing jewelry. Uh, Thank you so much. You didn't need to do that. It's weird. I got a tip in the last show too, and I haven't had a tip in like maybe a year. Like seriously, because I started Whatnot like 2022, was it? And then I was just getting to be a seller and building an audience, and then something very, very tragic happened in my life that was horrible. And then I wasn't on for like a year, and then I lost all my audience. Yeah, yeah. I started buying first, and then I started selling. And back then, it was really hard to become a seller. Now they'll approve anybody, but back then, some people had to wait like 6 months. I got approved in like 3 or 4 days because I had a referral. Are you a seller too, or just a buyer? Because if you're ever a seller, I can send you a seller code, and then they give you like they'll give the new seller like so much. They'll match so much of your sales for the first week or something. I think it's like 100 and some dollars. They never had anything like that when I started. I never got like a buyer's code, a seller's code. I got in through like a referral on a seller, but I didn't get like any money or credits or. Yeah, there's some lady on here that I know that sells Bath and Body Works, and it took her like 6 months or something, and she sold like thousands of dollars of products. But she's a nurse. She's a full-time nurse, so she comes and she goes. But now she's just got back into it. But like she's a professional, like full-time seller. I was a full-time detective, so I'm not a full-time seller. Oh, you collect WNBA. Oh, wow, that's cool. I don't have any WNBA things, but if I ever do, I'll put it up for you. Now, I bought these baseball cards because I thought they would be a good gift to myself, and I only bought like 2 packs, and then I won a bunch of prizes. I won a bunch of givvies. The guy had a bunch of givvies, and he was getting a lot of raids. And he was doing givvies, and I won like I think 4 givvies, and I didn't even know what the givvies were. I don't think he even said, which I think you're supposed to say now, like what the givvy is, and then um, when I got this priority mail pack that was pretty heavy, and I was like, oh wow, what's in here? And there was 13 baseball packs plus some hockey cards. Those are in like a little separate container. I haven't even done anything with those. Yeah, apparently you're supposed to disclose it now. You can't just say mystery givey, or you're going to get this, but then you get something else. I guess they're correct. They're like shutting down accounts now for like you know um, scam givvies and things like that, and they should. You need to have a receipt too in each pack, like what show you won that from and what did you win, and oh yeah, all the time. I never have lied. In fact, I didn't even load my givvies for because this is a pop-up. Oh, it started again. Yeah, I was only going to come on for 5 minutes. Yeah, I got one from this lady in Kentucky. Well, I'm supposed to. It was from like early November. I haven't got it yet, and I know she sent it. And then it said it was delivered to Los Angeles, but those white envelopes, they don't track and they don't show like when they're delivered to the customer. They only show like when they have arrived in the destination city. And so I got like a notice a long time ago that, oh, your givey has been delivered. And I'm like, what? They don't give delivery notices for that. And all it means that it said it's in Los Angeles. But after that, nothing. Like it's not in my box. So I don't know what happened to it. And I know she sent it. Yeah, I always report that stuff to Whatnot. And sometimes they'll help you, and usually they'll help you, but sometimes they don't. Yes. Yeah, I had that error on that other show where the givey was supposed to be 78 cents, but then some lady bought something, so I was just gonna, put it in a bundle, and it shouldn't have cost me anything because she paid for the shipping on the item she bought, and then it said that it was minus $3.16, and I'm like, how can it be minus 316 when she bought like a $3 item and she won a givey? So I should have had something from that, and it says I'm minus 316, and I'm like, no, that's wrong. Something's wrong. Something glitched out. And I wrote them, and they just try to explain it away that, you know, I forget what they said, some BS. And it was just like, how could somebody buy something and I don't have anything left? Like, And I didn't have the shipping set wrong because you have to be really careful on the white envelope Givvies that it's 0 to 1 ounce. If you set it 1 to 3, it's like a package. And then they'll charge the seller a package fee. I did that the first time that I used the white envelope. I'm like, oops. But I just ate it because it was my mistake. But this, I always check. I always check to make sure that I have it set properly because I don't want to make that mistake again. So I was like, how can I be $3.16 upside down? Like, it makes no sense. And so she has the Givvy and the item, and I've had to pay Whatnot for that. So she gets two things, and she paid for one of them. The other thing was free because it was a Givvy, but I'm short $3. I had to pay $3.16 and send her the item. Like, they just couldn't give me. I just was like, you know what? I've got bigger problems on my plate. I'm not going to worry about it, and I'm just going to move forward. I'm not going to freak out over, $3.16. No, but I have the buyer pay for the shipping. I don't have free shipping. But it seems like something like that might have happened, what you're saying. I just can't explain it. It just doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. It's just you and me. Nobody else has come in. That's so weird. Is it because it's late? Like it's 3 hours ahead on, well, it's tomorrow on the East Coast. I've got to lay down soon. I probably won't sleep until the middle of the night, but I need to rest my back and my neck. It really, when I sit in the sofa, I got a broken spring, and it just like strains my neck and my back. So I gotta lay down after a show, and I haven't done that yet. They paid the $1 shipping, and then the Givvy was the $3.16 shipping, so it upgraded to a bubble mailer. I don't know. I don't know. Like, and she did buy the item first, and then she won the Givvy. Like, I don't know what happened, and they couldn't really explain it well. And I'm like, well, if something has changed and Whatnot hasn't told people, like, I won't be able to do the Givvies anymore. I don't know. I don't know, but she's got the Givvy and she's got a sticker roll. It was one of those thank you rolls for people that are, resellers. There's 500 thank you stickers on a pack. And, she paid the $3. But the shipping looks suspicious on that. Like, what? Like, what's going on here? And then when I went to send everybody's stuff, her name said minus 316. And I'm like, what? I mean, I went ahead and sent it, but Whatnot was no help. I still don't understand why that happened. And so for this pop-up, I didn't even add any Givvies. Like, F it. It's like, I might just discontinue them altogether. I mean, that's why they started the white envelope, so that sellers wouldn't have to pay, $4 or $5, $6 to send a dollar Givvy item, or a $5 gift card, and then spend another $4 in shipping to send a $5 gift card. It was discouraging sellers from doing the Givvies. And Givvies is what brings people to the app, and it's what brings sellers into, or buyers into your show. But those white envelopes they don't track. And so I got the notice the other day that this one came from Kentucky and that it's in Los Angeles, that it was delivered, but it's not delivered. It's not here yet. And they don't scan it when they deliver it. They just scan it when it leaves wherever it's left from, and when it arrives, like in your postal area. But it doesn't scan when they actually put it in your box because it doesn't have a tracking number. So it's very confusing, and people are like, I don't understand. I got this a month ago and I don't have it yet. So it's weird if it's in LA and it's been in LA for like a week now, maybe longer, and I don't have it yet. I'm probably never going to see it. There's some lady who's on now. I bought some socks from her. Turns out she's local too. She's in Southern California, and the socks arrived today in a really nice box. Same type of box I use for some of the jewelry items, the 6x4x2s. And my name and the bar that the post office scans, that was on there. But the whole top part of the label that has the postage, the weight, and her name and her return address was missing. And I was like, how did this get delivered without any postage? Like, the label, you could tell, like, the top literally ripped, but the box where it would have been stuck to, you didn't feel like sticky from the label, like from the label glue. And I wrote her. I sent her a picture. I'm like, I got the socks, but look at the box. There's no postage. There's no return address. It got ripped off the top of the box. And she's been selling. She goes on like every day. She couldn't believe it. And she was like, thank you for sending me the picture. Oh, thank you so much for coming. Appreciate you. I'll get this right out to you tomorrow. And come back when I get those Count Draculas in. I would send you one if I had them.